How to give a shower. We're going to show you some tips and tricks to showering. One of the questions I get all the time is, does someone need to shower daily? The answer is no. It is very important that we set up the bathroom first. We want to make sure that the bathroom is warm for them. Obviously, we wouldn't want to declothe and step into a bathroom that was cold. Another thing we want to make sure is that there's no clutter. It's easy to get them in and out of the bathroom. It's a great idea to have a shower mat so that we can make sure that the area is not slippery. You'll also want to check out the water temperature and make sure that it's something that's comfortable for them. You'll want to make sure that they can easily reach supplies that they will need so that they'll be able to do a lot of it themselves. It is a good idea to make sure you have a shower chair. A lot of people get very tired in the shower. It's exhausting. So if they have somewhere that they can sit comfortably. It's also a good idea to have a handheld shower spray. So that way they are able to do a lot of the work themselves. These are some of the supplies you will want to have on hand. You'll want to make sure you have a face cloth. I would have a couple of those. Or another great thing would be like a bath sponge. They're really nice and easy to use. You'll want to have warm towels, not something that you got from, the hallway closet and they're cold. You want to make sure you put them in there and that they're warm. Tear-free shampoo is a great option to have if you're the one who's having to wash their hair for them. Another thing is a bar of soap or liquid soap. Liquid soap works great with the bath sponges. Here are a couple helpful good tips. You'll want to place a towel on the shower chair, especially if you have a shower chair that doesn't have a cushion on it. It can be uncomfortable, it can be cold. So if you fold up a towel on it, it will be more comfortable for them. Another idea is to start with their face. When you wash their face, use a mild soap or a mild liquid soap, and you'll want to start there first. So you'll want to soap up the washcloth and hand it to them. It is best if they're able to do as much as possible for themselves. So even though it might take a little bit of time on our part, it's a good idea to let them do as much as possible. You'll also want to put a dry washcloth over their eyes, especially if you're the one washing their hair for them. That way, nothing gets in their eyes. And this is good for anyone, but also dementia patients because they tend to get very irritable very quick. Here are a couple things we don't want to do. First, we don't want to rush them. We want them to be able to take care of themselves as much as possible and let them take their time. The other thing is we don't want to force them. If they're not ready to take a shower, then we might want to try at a different time. Maybe ask the family when do they normally take a shower and take it then. We also don't want to do for them. If they're able or capable to do the tasks themselves, let them do as much as possible for themselves. Another good idea is to not use products that have perfumes in it. A lot of people have allergies or develop allergic reactions when they get older. And never, never, never leave them alone, no matter what. If you forgot something, you're just going to have to let it be. Or if someone else is in the house, ask them to go get it for you. You'll never want to use equipment that is wrong or broken, meaning a shower chair, or if they're using the toilet and they're using a toilet chair over it. If it seems broken, you don't want to put them on it. If someone does fall in the shower, you never, never, never want to move them. You want to make sure they're checked first, because they could have broken something and we could accidentally make something a lot worse. Here are a couple things we want to do when we're done with the shower. We want to make sure that their whole body is dry before we put their clothes on. We don't want to leave their hair wet, so if you have to use a hair dryer to make sure it's dry, I would recommend doing that. It's a good idea to lotion their body up so it can be moist for them and not dry. You'll want to do nail care. You'll want to keep them trim and clean. This is a great time to check their feet. You'll want to look for cuts, bruising, or discoloration. And obviously, when we're done with this task, we will want to let them rest. This is a very tiring process for some of them. So we'll want to just, let them sit and not make them do anything after this. So thank you for joining Be Amazing, where we encourage people to be active, be educated, and be creative.